Welcome to PringleTheOne's world.
PringleTheOne in the goddamn building today. And guys, I've been heavily inspired by watching The Completionist. And he has a series, I'm just gonna go straight into it. He has a series that's called Why We Love Video Games. And he goes off and he speaks of a certain game and he talks about it in a manner of pretty much storytelling. Now, I really like that, and I wanted to do my own spin and do a series actually on that. And the series, the first game of this series will be Harvest Moon 64. Now I've already set up the intro and you've already heard the music, and it gives you like this really homely vibe. This is something that I've played a while back when I was really a youth, like maybe I think I was probably about 12, 13, and I was in Panama. And I actually had my N64, and let me just stop right there. Shout out to the Completionist, that video gamer. Shout out to everybody out there. Shout out to Heavenly. Shout out to Nice. Shout out to all y'all, man. Snow, all you guys out there. Shout out to every single one of y'all, because in a sense, you guys also inspire me to make videos even further when I see you guys continuing to make videos. Now, let me get back into the subject. Now, Harvest Moon 64 was the video game that I played as a kid, and I'm gonna tell you guys right now, as an N64 title, I never really had much recollection playing the bigger titles. Like I remember playing, you know, the standard Super Mario 64, maybe the Paper Mario, the Legend of Zelda, and stuff like that. The big titles, you know, GoldenEye, Doom, whatever. And one of the titles that always kind of came back to me, and I actually played it a little bit. This is like the footage right now is actually footage from me playing it, which was on an emulator, sadly, because all my N64 titles got stolen, and the only thing I have left is the see-through N64, the green kind you get from the Donkey Kong series. And I played this. I didn't want to get no other, you know, footage for this video, because the guy that played the game, it seemed as if he was like the only one that broke it in parts. But so this is my footage basically, and I really didn't get too far into it because I just haven't touched it. But so this is a game that out of every game I've ever played, it had a really strong, like, I can literally memorize most of the females, the characters in this game. Like you have Kai, Papori, Karen, all these characters, Mary, the doctor, the goddess. I can literally remember all these characters. And when I played Harvest Moon 64, this was one of those games that I realized you really can't finish, in a sense. Harvest Moon is a game that almost has like literally kind of no objective. The first 2 years is you basically just worrying about how to set up your farm. Is it 2 or 3? And I kept playing this game, and when I was a kid, man, I was so used to like finishing games at a ridiculous rate. But when I played this game, I'd sit down and, man, like, it is so enjoyable for me. It was a game that, especially when I was young and I was living in Panama at the time, I played a lot of the game. So I didn't have anybody to speak English to, and it was kind of difficult. So I would play a lot of games, and I'd hook it up to a VCR TV, you know, used to have VCR, huh? My fault. You know, the old school box TVs, and I'd hook it up, and every time I played it, it just gave me like this really enjoyable feeling of picking up animals and, you know, taking care of them. And it was not like Pokemon. It's like this game has like literally almost no objective after the 3 years, except get a female, you know, talk to the female, give her stuff to, you know, make her love you. And it's funny because my first playthrough of the game, I didn't understand how important was it to, you know, make friends with everybody in the game. Now, I'm a big Harvest Moon fan, but now I play it again, and I play in a sense kind of right, where I try to become friends with everybody. Another Harvest Moon fan that I want to talk to about is a pretty big one, which is the reason why I subscribed to his channel, and then I saw a lot of his other stuff, was Peanut Butter Gamer, and he's a really big Harvest Moon fan. And you know, there's some people out there that would be like, Harvest Moon is pretty boring to them, and I can understand that. But when I played it, I had so much enjoyment as a kid, man. This was like the funnest thing, where I can literally remember I'd actually do almost the same thing that PBG said that he did. I would literally make a calendar for the days, try to remember all the... Oh, I got a phone call. I'm sorry, y'all. Shout out to the Cave Story soundtrack, though. But so, this game, like I said, I literally kept the days of like, I would just make my own calendar out of paper, and I would try to memorize the dates of the people's birthdays, and it kind of gave me one of those sense of how far a video game can take it, as opposed to being like a whole nother world inside of something small, inside of just an N64 cartridge. I was actually playing this game, and it felt amazing in a sense. Like, it wasn't like so explosive to your mind, but it gave you a really homely and invested wanting to play. Like, it really made me invested to keep playing, to get more money to purchase a bigger house upgrade, or you know have a family and stuff like that. And I'm a big Harvest Moon fan, actually. I don't really play much of the new Harvest Moons because you really got to invest time when you play Harvest Moon. It's as if it's not one of those games that you play in just bits, but more so a game that you just sit there for 10 hours straight and you just play the fucking shit out of it, and you're like, yo, this game's great, man. It's like I said, it's not this mind-blowing game, but it's just so enjoyable to those that would play it. And as a kid, man, this is where most of my childhood memories lied into when it came to the N64 games, because this game, it felt like I wouldn't get mad playing it. I wouldn't get sad unless one of my characters died, which at a time, I remember when one of my animals died, one of my chickens died. I actually got physically sad when that happened, and I tried to go back in time to stop that from happening, but it didn't happen. Because you know, you save every day in the morning. But this is something that I learned playing this game, is that sometimes the most amazing games aren't really the ones that have like this cinematic feel or this insane level of challenge. But one of the most amazing games to me was Harvest Moon, and it was for the sheer fact that I could sit down, play it in strands, and not get mad if I missed out on something. Like I missed a jump, or I got shot, or I got killed. More so that it's not even like a sim kind of life. More so that it's more enjoyable because there's a bit more to it than that. You make your own objectives. It's so funny because to a certain degree you become more what's the word I want to say? You become more fulfilled and less lazy playing this video game, in the game I mean, not outside, than you would play another game which you would probably play in strands. So I would like to know, guys, if you ever played Harvest Moon, and if it maybe felt the same way towards you, because on all honesty, this is where a lot of my N64 memory comes from. Sitting down as a kid and grabbing my N64 controller and playing Harvest Moon, and you know, making sure I try to win the horse races, or taking care of my dog and trying to get that best cow or the best wool and stuff like that, and really sitting down and enjoy it. And that's what I'm gonna share with you guys today. I will be doing a series of this, so I'll be doing a lot of these actually. If there's any other game that I'm doing next, I'm gonna probably talk about it, and you know, try to see if I can connect it, or actually connect it knowing that I connect it with my life, and see if I can give y'all the story in there as well, because this is how I felt with Harvest Moon 64. A really good game, but it's not amazing, neither is it bad. It's just that game that you'd sit there and you'd actually have memories built into it. And I don't know if this is the same for me, but like I said, guys, I'll be doing more of these games, these videos I mean, and who knows what's the next one is, but I just really wanted to share this one with you. By the way, I have this Mega Man Legends 3 project video coming up soon. I have not gotten it done yet, but I have finished up the script. It's gonna be pretty lengthy, but all right, guys, I just wanted to share this. Much love and appreciation, guys. I'm out. Comment, subscribers, like us, get the liking. PringleTheOne is out this bitch. Oh, anime video will be, I will be doing the same thing with this on the anime channel, and I do have a future collab coming in soon. So that, I got more videos in the works. So alright y'all, I'm out. Take care everybody. Did I mention that I'm doing the same thing like this for my anime channel as well? I just want to say that. But alright y'all, much love and appreciation. Peace.